Hello, you are tuned in to the Kiana frequency. Woo! This last past life reading has been juicy. So, you were a sacred sound voice activationer, okay? You could have been doing light language like El Caca, oh, they try to take my power, they can't take my soul, okay? El Caca, oh, they try to take my power. They won't take my soul, okay? So you could have been doing some shit like that. Light language, voice activation, sacred sound. Okay, so you also did aura reading in this past life. You could not be silenced. You were in a marriage. You built an empire with someone, and they turned ally into rival. This priestess in reverse seen you as competition because you were the high priestess. Okay, also flip it because it doesn't matter age. I mean, it doesn't matter gender, right? So it could be a high priestess who got whatever, you get it. So it's just energy. So it could be a guy who did this to a girl, girl did this to a guy, whatever. So you were very talented. You were betrayed by your family. You would have never knew it because you were just devoted to a cause. You were a herbalist. You had a garden. You helped people. You grew up as a street kid. Did not believe that you were a musician, but when you grew up, you got this life, and your fucking husband tried to execute you. You were a shaman of music. Your husband tried to rebel against you, tried to lead a rebellion. It didn't fucking work because he doesn't have leadership skills. Your fucking house turned into a battlefield. Okay, you had to leave. You were guided by a spirit animal so they could not track your steps. Okay, you could have been a starseed as well. So this this priestess had public speaker in reverse, so people didn't feel what the fuck he was saying or she was saying. Like, they just didn't feel it. Yeah, off planet is on the top of my deck. Is there anything else we need to know about this past life before I get into why does this matter now? Okay, because I did see unfulfilled mission and unfulfilled destiny. Your destiny was unfulfilled because of this, okay? Entertainer is out here. Found true purpose and soul contract. Soulmate is in reverse here. Okay, so me and you could have a soul contract, and that's why I'm telling you this now, so you can find your true purpose. That might be an entertainer. Because you were a musician in this past life, you have the light codes whenever you sing. Okay, your voice is sacred sound, voice activation. You activate people with your voice. Soulmate came out in reverse. So this same energy of a soulmate, of a marriage, or a love turning sour because of jealousy, this is giving me handler energy detected. Shield. Make sure you look up how to energetically shield if you don't know how to. This is giving me handler. Okay, you may be in a relationship, or you find yourself in relationships with people who you just want to look out for them, and it doesn't turn right. Like, it turns sour. Like, they try to fucking humble you, and you're already humble. Like, what the fuck is, like, I don't like the energy, okay? But that's what you're supposed to learn, because what are you supposed to learn out of that, though? It's not your fucking fault that you're badass. Hell, we're gonna see. But maybe I'm just supposed to tell you that this person is a handler. They are here to make you, they're here to delay you on your journey, okay? Delay you from your full power and potential. So how does this translate into their current life spirit? Let's see. Ten of Swords in reverse. You're done carrying some shit, or you need to stop carrying some shit. You could have been carrying the expectations of other people and how they would have thought about you, and now you don't give a fuck with the Queen of Swords in reverse. I mean, the Queen of Swords is in upright. I said reverse for some reason. There could be a Queen of Swords in reverse in your energy. Somebody who conceals their emotions. Somebody who is not authentic. I see 2 dragonflies here. So you have had to learn to be adaptable with this person. And that's kind of like what your whole life has been pretty much. And with the 10 of Wands coming in reverse, this is telling me like you dropped all that shit. You know, you dropped all that. Like, fuck all that. I'm just gonna be who I am. So, yeah, and Ace of Cups is here. Okay? On the bottom of the deck. So, Ace of Pentacles, because you dropped this, yeah, you're getting like all the good shit of love. And it's coming in pretty passionately with the Page of Wands. So, what is this unfulfilled mission, unfulfilled destiny here? 6 of Cups, there was some type of unfulfilled mission in that past life because you couldn't let go of the nostalgia, right? You couldn't let go of the life that you had. You were just kind of reminiscing on it. Yeah, 4 of Wands in reverse. And you may find yourself doing that because you thought this was a happy home and it was not. Okay? You were just so genuine in this past life that you really never seen it coming, but you had to walk away. You had to let go. You had to keep sailing. Okay? The ship has sailed is what I'm hearing as well. You may be dealing with this in your current life. Spirit is saying, yeah, Page of Wands is out here and 5 of Pentacles. So you may be dealing with this in your past life. Soul contract just came out. So this is a soul contract that you chose to sign. With the Knight of Wands coming in reverse, this is something moving fast, right? And the 5 of Pentacles, this is something of lack. So you could have been in this lack mindset, right? Or somebody could have just abandoned you, so you felt that lack of love. But genuinely, Spirit is saying that you are someone who is confident, sexy. You have the charisma. There may be a lot of nervous energy, but you are attractive and you may always be in a rush. But Spirit is saying, slow down. I know you're excited at whatever project that you may be starting. Because I do see you are a person that seeks constant change. What is this 5 of Pentacles in reverse? I mean, this 5 of Pentacles here. You could be getting out of this lack energy. With the 4 of Pentacles, clarifying the 5 of Pentacles, this is telling me that you were holding on really tightly to money, but now you realize that you are abundant with the 10 of Pentacles out here. And then I got Justice in reverse. That's karma in reverse. That's something unresolved. What is unresolved here? Or some of you may be shooting for this 10 of Pentacles. A lot of chaotic energy and distractions here. So, wow, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So, some of you are getting out of financial lack of love, lack of support. Even could have been facing abandonment, feeling like you're left out in the cold. Mentally, emotionally, physically, even spiritually. I just heard Spirit say you may be going through a spiritual awakening alone. Your family might not understand or judge you. For some of you, okay. So you are releasing the shackles around your limiting beliefs around money. Okay, so some of you need to, and that's bringing you into this 10 of Pentacles energy because justice is supposed to be yours, right? But justice is in reverse. This is telling me that, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, divine timing is at play. Something is still unresolved. Okay, something is still unresolved, and it's coming from this past life. What is unresolved? Spirit, drop into my consciousness what my collective needs to hear about what is unresolved so they can get their fucking 10 of Pentacles. Hangman. You need to surrender. What's unresolved is you are now in a constant fight mode. You're constantly hyper vigilant, looking to see if you think you need to be on defense. And Spirit is saying you can take that armor off now because times have